This is Song, NEP consultant. Today I'm going to explain about how to bind the conductor. Our NEP conductor is binded by our hot line binding. Hot line binding is for the future hot line work. Now we cut off the line to maintenance, but pretty soon in the future we cannot cut off our line that easily. That's why we need hot line work. Without cut off, while we are supplying power, we change insulator or U-channel, even pole can be changed. So we are preparing our future, making this hot line binding. Okay, for the binding, we are using this armor tape, and this binding wire. Okay. So there's a two-way for the binding. If the line is straight or less than 10 degrees, we use top binding. And if the angle exceeds 10 degrees up to 20 degrees, we use side binding. Okay, so I will explain about the top binding. We need armor tape to wind the conductor. The reason why we bind armor tape is to protect conductor. Our aluminum conductor is very big, so if there's any scratch and there's some vibration, it will be cut easily. So we protect our conductor with the armor tape. I already prepared armor tape to save time. I already wound armor tape on the conductor. For this, about 2 meter long armor tape is needed, and it should be the same distance from the middle. Okay, about 22, totally 44 centimeters is needed. And then I'll explain about the binding. We need 2.3 meter binding wire for binding 95 square millimeter conductor. I made this binding like this to save time. Okay, and then I will start how to bind. Okay, just hold the binding wire on the neck and bind it 2 times on the side. And another way, it starts from the bottom to the top. Okay. Okay. Then we across the other side. Okay. It should be very tight. And bind 2 times again. Okay, and this is also bind 2 times. Should be very tight. Okay, then bind the other side. Both. Okay, and wind diagonal degree bind. Each bind pitch is between the wire is 1 inch 3 times. Okay, and this is also bind 3 times. Then make 3 times binding right angle way. This side also make it right angle. Okay, then about 1 inch high we can make ring. As I explained to you, we're making hot line ring. This should be 2 times at least. That's it. That's the hot line binding. So with this, in the future, if you want to change this insulator, we can use rotary plumb stick, hot stick. With that hot stick, we can unbind with the bind stick, we can unbind and take it out. Okay, and then we can change the insulator. Then we can bind with the rotary plumb stick again. So we need this hot line link. This time I'll explain about the side binding. Side binding is used for the line angle exceeds 10 degrees, like this. If the angle exceeds 10 degrees, up to 20 degrees. If the angle exceeds 20 degrees, we need to install tension pole. But as a single pole, 20 degrees is the maximum. So we're going to use 10 degree to 20 degree side binding. Okay, I'll explain. As I explained previously, we binding this armor tape first to protect our conductor, and then I prepare this binding wire. For the side binding, line should be opposite side of the angle. Okay, if the tension goes this way, it should be like this, and tension goes the opposite way, should be like this. Okay, and first of all, we bind this way first, and then bind it. Okay, very tight. Okay, and the other way, because one side goes from the top to the bottom this way, and the other side goes down from the bottom to the top. Okay. Bottom from the top to the top. Okay. Okay. And then after two times binding, need to bind the other side. Okay, and then bind 2 times, another 2 times. You should be very tight. I'm not a skilled worker, so okay, and then bind it to the diagonal way. Okay, each line, each wire space should be 1 inch. Okay, like this, 3 times. Okay, the other way also should be very tight. Okay, then after 3 times binding diagonal way, then bind it right angle 3 times. Okay, this side also make it right angle binding. 1, 2, 3 times. Okay, then I'm gonna make hotline ring. In the future, it'd be very hard to make outline off. This ring is a little bit too small. The diameter of this ring should be 1 inch. A little bit bigger is okay. So same way, making hotline ring. Okay. Because I'm not a skilled worker, the ring is not very round. But anyway, this is the side binding. Thank you.